Hello everyone, Catweazle here. Welcome back to Eldritch Horror, Nephren-Ka, Turn 8. Right, where is everyone? Well, our first player is going to be Joe, and Joe's over here. He's at Alexandria. He's going to be followed by Monterey Jack, who's here at the pyramids. Then we've got our new investigators, because unfortunately Hank and Harvey are also in Alexandria, but they're in the nut house. So who are our new investigators? Well, first of all, we've got Mandy Thompson. She's here at Shanghai, and she is joined by Min Phi Tan, and she, if I've got it the wrong way around, Min Tai Fan. Yeah, she's at Tokyo, and that's where everyone's up to. So let's get straight into the action phase. And here we are with Joe at Alexandria. First thing he's going to do is rest. So that will get him 2 sanity and 1 health. The reason he gets 2 sanity is he has the King James's Bible. So there we are. So that puts him back up to that puts him back up to 6 stamina and 4 sanity. So that's pretty cool. What's he going to do after that? Well, after that, he's actually going to test for influence to acquire assets. So he's got an influence of 4. And he gets 1 success, which is pretty pants. I don't think he's going to bother getting a bank loan. So let's have a look. We have got police assistance, and we're going to take police assistance, or we could get the ritual candle. Now this gives you +5 when resolving a spell effect, but only once. Now the beast is magically resistant, so what we might do is we might use it for its action, which is you may discard this card to gain 1 spell. So, should we do... No, we'll keep that. We'll keep that in the reserve, and we'll actually take... I mean, we could have the Scribe's Journal. Effects cannot cause you to discard your clues or spells unless you choose to. But I think we'll leave that as well. We'll get police assistance, which we have to use immediately. And we're going to use it on the goat spawn, which has got a toughness of 2. So that's going to go straight back into the bag. Let's get rid of a monster while we can. Police assistance gets discarded. So, and we need an extra. What's on top? We get private care. This could be good. When you gain this card, immediately recover all health and sanity, then discard this card. Right, we've got to leave this in the reserve, because as soon as we pick it up, then that's when we've got to recover all health and sanity. But if Joe has a bit of a bad run against the beast, he can always pick this up and get himself up to full health and full sanity. So that's a good card to pick up. Good. Right, so that's it for Joe. Next up, it will be Monterey Jack. Here's Monterey at the pyramids. First thing he's going to do is he's going to use his free move. So let's get to the Egypt board. And here he is on the Egypt board. He's going to use his free move to join Joe and Hank and Harvey in Alexandria. Then he's got an action. His first action is to trade. Now, let's see what they're going to trade. Okay, here we are. The things that Joe's going to trade are the private investigator. He's got the Book of the Dead, which is +2. So, the private investigator really is a bit, surplus to requirements. So, let's give him to Monty. Next, he's going to give the first of the relics, which is the shining trapezohedron, which we may be getting rid of at some point. He's also going to give him another one, the Crystal of the Elder Things. He's going to give him Sealing the Old Ones, a task. He's going to give him Clairvoyance, the spell. And he's going to give him, oh, the Private Investigator we know about. So let's put those onto Monty's player area. Okay, so that's it for his first action, which is trade. His second action, he's going to use his component action, which is discard one artifact and retreat doom by 1. So he's just going to discard the Crystal of the Elder Things. I'm keeping the Shining Trapezohedron. The reason for that is, as George mentioned, we might get another epic monster that we need to drag to us. So let's get rid of the Crystal of the Elder Things. Prefer to keep it, but we need to get Doom. Need to get Doom heading backwards. So we discard that, and Doom goes back to 5. Good-o. Right, so that's it for Monty's go. Next up, it is our new investigators, and it is Mandy Thompson. And here's Mandy Thompson. First thing she's going to do is she's going to get herself a ship ticket. So here we go. Having got her ship ticket, she's then going to move to Space 17. Then she's going to spend her ship ticket. And from Space 17, she's going to go to Cairo on the Egypt board. So let's go back to the Egypt board. So here's Mandy at the Egypt board. She's spent this to move from Space 17 to the Egypt board. And she can still move because these are free moves. So she's going to move to Alexandria. But let's get everybody together. The closer we can get them together, then we can sort everything out next turn and then deal with the beast. So that's all the moves and all the actions for Mandy Thompson. Next up is Min Tai Fan. And here we are with Min. Exactly the same as Mandy. She's going to get herself a ship ticket for her first action. Then she's going to move to Jakarta, Space 20, spend the ship ticket, and she's going to end up here in good old Bombay. Right, so that is it for the action phase. Let's move on to the encounter phase. And here we are with Joe and just about everybody else, apart from Min. Everybody's in Alexandria, having a whale of a time. What's Joe going to do? Well, obviously he's going to encounter one of the defeated investigators, and he's going to encounter Harvey. The main reason he's encountering Harvey is Harvey does have the 45 automatic, 45 Colt revolver, and he also has the Monster Hunter. So let's resolve the back of Harvey's card. So put all his stuff there, and we flip the card. And he went insane. So it's this bottom one. You find Harvey's belongings in a neat pile in the ruined house. Gain all of his belongings. So here they are. He gains the .45 Colt revolver, which he'll need against the beast because it's a physical weapon. He gets the treasure hunter, which is gain 1 observation and gain 1 strength. You may reroll 1 die when resolving observation or strength. Again, we want it for the reroll on the strength test. That is what we want it for, because this reroll and the reroll on the bullwhip do stack. The +1s and everything at the top don't, but things like rerolls do, so we've got 2 rerolls. Hired muscle, gain 1 strength, doesn't stack, but you may reroll 1 die when resolving the strength test. 3 rerolls. They stack. Then we get the Monster Hunter ally, gain +2 strength during combat encounters. We'll probably use that. I think that's his highest. That's his highest bonus. And during the action phase, if he gets to the bent pyramid A monster of your choice on your space loses 1 health, and that does apply to epic monsters, so he can automatically get a health off it. He also picks up the wither spell. He doesn't particularly need it, but let's pick it up anyway. Okay, so all these go onto his player tray. So I'll just do that before I come back. Okay, I'm back. Just as an aside, he's also got the .32 Colt pocket. And guess what? Another reroll. 4 rerolls he's got. 4. So that's just immense. Again, I'm sure they stack, but let me know if they do not. Oh, in fact I missed one. He's now got the astral travel spell as a glamour, and he's also got his ship ticket. So he's doing very well. He's got 2 ship tickets and 2 glamours. Woohoo! Okie dokie. So let's carry on with the rest. Let's see if we can move Doom back. Whatever the cult had been doing here, Harvey had mopped it all up and taken their dark relics. After that he disappeared. The police refused to share their information without some convincing. We need an influence test. But he's blessed, remember? So, 4 dice. Come on, Harv. Come on, Joe. And he gets 2 successes. Brilliant. Let this be good. If you pass, you learn that Harvey has taken over the cult and prepare for the worst. Retreat Doom by 1. Harvey's taken over the cult? Well, he's been brainwashed, hasn't he? But we've gone back now to 6 Doom. That is amazing. So we get rid of Harvey. He's turned into one of them. But we have done pretty well out of that, even if I do say so myself. So good work from Joe. Let's just hope that Harvey is trying to bring him down from the inside. Right, so that's it for Joe. Next up is Monterey Jack, and we may as well stay here. So what's Monty going to do? He's going to do exactly the same thing, I think. But for Hank, let's bring all his stuff over. I'm just going to have a quick look. Let's have a quick look at his stuff. Got genealogy research for defeating a monster. Urban guide if you're on a city space. Henry Wilcox, that's for shutting gates. And the sledgehammer. Yeah, these are the sort of things really that would probably do a bit better for him. And a clue and a train ticket. Yep, so he's going to do the encounter with Hank. Hank has gone insane. The police guide you to the field where Hank has tied himself to a pole like a scarecrow. Everything he owns rests on the ground beneath his feet. Gain all of his possessions. So we get the sledgehammer, which is pretty good. We get Henry Wilcox, who's pretty cool, Otherworld Encounters. We get the Urban Guide, so 1 additional die when resolving tests in a city space, and genealogy research for if we kill a monster. Cool. Right, we'll put those on his player area along with 1 clue and 1 train ticket. Be back in a sec. Alright, let's read the rest of the Hank encounter. He insists that he is keeping away monsters. You try to force him down, but he resists. Test strength. So, his strength is 4. Cool. But it's just normal dice. He's not blessed or anything. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Does he get any additionals? He does. He gains +1 from the sledgehammer. So, gets 5 dice. Ooh. Take those out. Go on, Monty. And he gets 2 successes. Woohoo! Let's retreat Dean. Come on, let's retreat Doom. If you pass, he knows that he's going mad, but he promises to do one last good thing. 1 monster of your choice on any space loses 4 health. Yes! Fantastic! The word's monster. monster includes epic monsters. It's losing health, so it's not being discarded or anything. That is just brilliant. Oh, God, how lucky am I? I just cannot believe that. That is just fantastic, man. So, my understanding is the word monster includes epic monsters. Because we're getting health off, it's not like discarding it. So already, the beast has got 4 health on it. That is absolutely brilliant. We've only got to get 2 more health on it and we have completed that mystery, man. Absolutely fabulous. Brilliant. Put these 2 back now. I still can't believe Harvey's gone over to the other side. There must be some sort of mistake there. So let's get rid of that and that. Do a bit of a tidy up. Put Hank back in the box. Put the stand over here. Absolutely amazing. Right, so that's it for Monty's encounter phase. Next up is Mandy Thompson, and we may as well stay here. Mandy, she's going to do an Alexandria encounter. Now it's spells, so I was just checking a law, and a law's 3. So I think we will do an Alexandria encounter, rather than just a basic city one. So let's have a look. Alexandria. An ancient man in the Rakoti quarter suffers from a wasting disease. He teaches you old magic, gain 1 non-incantation spell. If you spend time with him, he will teach you more. You may gain 1 illness condition to improve law. Should I go for it? I'll think about that while I'm getting the non-incantation spell. So, first spell is Instill Bravery, which is an incantation. Plumb the Void. Ritual. Test law -1. If you pass, an investigator of your choice may move to any space. We will have that. We will have that. Absolutely no messing. That's a good one. Right. Do we get delayed? I don't think we get delayed. We just get an illness condition, don't we? You may gain 1 illness condition to improve law. And we don't get delayed. Sod it, we're going for it. She's going to get an illness condition and she's going to put a law up. So, just let me put this away. And put the spell deck away. Get an improved law token. So, she's getting +1. She's moving up to 4 law. Let's grab the illness deck. The illness deck. Give it a quick shufty. Right, and a cut. And what do we get on the bottom? She's got an infection. When you perform a rest action, you cannot recover health. Well, I'm not planning for her to lose any. Roll 1 die. On a 4, 5 or 6, discard this card. That's not so bad, surely. Test strength on a reckoning. What's a strength? Oh. Strength is... oh god, her strength's 1. Right. Well, she could do a rest next turn anyway, before she moves. Let's see if we can get rid of it. If we get a reckoning this turn, well, we get a reckoning this turn, don't we? And we'll have to see how she goes on. Right. Well, I think it was worth it to put a law up. Yeah. Pity we can't trade. I'd have traded her something like the sledgehammer. But never mind. Right. Okay, we'll just have to take our chances with that one. So that's it for Mandy Thompson. So let's get across to Bombay and Min Tai Fan. And here's Min. So there's a clue there, so we may as well have a research encounter. Let's dig the deck. Here it is. Let's see what we get. We're in a city. You watch the house of a known starry wisdom cult member and wait for him to leave. Test observation. What's her observation? 3. It's 3. Come on. Come on, Min. Oh, damn. She's got a clue. Should I use it? Should I use her clue? Or is there anything else? She's got cryptic text. No. Clue, clue, clue. No. She's just going to fail. Let's hope it's not bad. If you fail, you prick your finger on a trappy left behind. Gain a diseased condition. Urgh! So I've got 2 conditions there we can do without. I might be getting another 2 investigators. Disease. Disease! Does that come under illness? I think it does. Hang on, just let me... Yeah, it is. So, just give it another shuffle. Another cut. And keep going... Oh, straight on a disease. That looks nice, doesn't it? That looks really, really nice. Illness. When you perform a rest action, roll 1 die and a 5 or 6 discard this card. We've got another test strength, but it's -1. Oh, we're in trouble. We could be in big trouble. Her strength's 2 as well, so she's gonna... If we get a reckoning, she's got 1. She's got 1 die as well. Perhaps I should have played a little bit more conservatively. And she didn't get the clue. Right, okay, so that's it for Min. Next up, it is indeed the laugh and chuckle phase. And here we are at the laugh and chuckle phase. We could really do without a reckoning. Because I think we're going to be in trouble. Well, let's see. Oh, it's a reckoning. No! Omen trap movement goes to a green comet. We do not have a green comet gate, so that's fine. We stay on 6. At least we got the doom back to 6. Reckoning. Right, let's go through the mantra. Right, first of all, we've got monsters. Fortunately, we've only got 1. Is it 1? Yeah, we've only got 1. Because we got rid of the goat spawn, didn't we? So we've got 1, which is the beast. It doesn't have a reckoning effect. Next up, the ancient one. Everybody moves 1 towards the bent pyramid. That's okay. Just these 3 here are all going to go to the pyramids. Yeah, that's fine. From Alexandria. And it helps us out with Min. Because Min's going to move from Bombay. She's going to come on to Cairo. So she moves to Cairo. So nobody loses any sanity or anything through the reckoning for Nephren-Ka. Mythos cards. We've got no outstanding Mythos cards, so that's fine. And now we're on possessions and conditions. And this is where we're in trouble. So let's start with Joe. Joe's got his blessing. He's got Father Maluzzo. He's got anything else? He's got astral travel and azure flame, and I think that's it. So he will do. Let's move that there. First of all, he'll do his 2 spells. Then he'll do his blessing, and then we'll do Father Maluzzo again. Right. So astral travel. He's got a test law, I think. Then flip the card. His law is 4. Does he have any +1s? Surely he has in all this lot. Bear with me. Well, he's got +1 from the secret page. I think that's it. Yeah. He's got +1 from the secret page. So he gets 5 blessed dice. And he gets 3 successes. Which is very cool. So let's have a look at astral travel. Flip it over. 2+. Evading pursuit and escaping restraints is a trivial exercise. Discard a detained condition or a pursuit condition. We haven't got any, so that's fine. Let's just put it back on his player area. No problem. 5 dice for azure flames, exactly the same. Oh, he hasn't got a single success. Bless 5 blessed dice. This is bad. I wanted to keep this as well. No, The madness begins to crack your mind. Gain 1 madness condition unless you discard this card. Well, I think if I get the madness condition now, even if it's got a reckoning on it, I don't think I have to use it, because I've got it at the same time, so it doesn't count. So I gain the madness condition, unfortunately. Damn! Damn! Hopefully we can get rid of it with a rest action or something. But because I get it at the same time, I don't have to roll for it straight away. Do that. And let's see what we get. Despair. What's he got to despair about? He's doing great. When you perform a rest action, you cannot recover sanity. Flip this card. And on a reckoning, you lose 1 sanity. Oh, I can only get rid of it, can't I? I'm going to have to get rid. We're going to have to get rid of that beast very quickly. Thank God we got 4 health on it, because getting rid of this card is going to be a pain. Damn it. Right. Next, blessing. I definitely need to keep this blessing. Whoop. A 2. Oh, lose the blessing. Right, and now I've got to roll a normal dice for Father Maluzzo. So that goes back in. Oh, God, I needed the blessing. Let's put that back. 4, 5 or 6. 4, 5 or 6. Yes! Father Maluzzo saves our bacon again. So I had to put that blessing back. As you know, they've got different backs, so I've just got to pull, well, I might pull the same one, but we've got to get a different, we've got to pull the card. And righteous, that's the blessed condition he gets back. Well, thank God he got it back. Good job we got Father Maluzzo. He's saved our bacon a couple of times now. Right, so that is all the madness condition. That's possessions and conditions for Joe. Monty, I don't think he has any. No, he's much too sensible. But now we've got the infection. We've got the infection for Mandy. She's got 1 die. Oh, come on. Come on, Mandy. A 3, she's failed. Oh. This doesn't look good. Please just lose some health. Blood poisoning. The infection spreads and you can see your veins turning black beneath your discoloured skin. Lose 1 health. Thank God for that. The way it was going on. Yeah, we'll take that. We shall take that. So let's put that back. What was it? An illness? Yep. So she's now down to 4 health. But that's fine. No problem, we'll take that. That's it for Mandy. So next is Min, and Min's got her diseased condition. So test strength -1, she's got a strength of 2, she too gets 1 die. We're not going to use that one, it's failed. Let's use this 5. Come on, Min. A 3. Ah, she's failed as well. Come on, something not bad. Let's flick it. Jaundice. That's okay, surely. Although the disease will not keep you from your investigation, it wears on your health every day, turning your skin yellow. Lose 1 health, then flip this card. Alright, so we couldn't get rid of it. Oh, actually, could we get rid of that infection? It said this. Oh no, then flip this card. Remembered. Obviously they keep it. Good job I checked that. So she didn't get rid of her infection. She'll still have to rest to try and get rid of it. But she only lost 1 health. And Min has only lost 1 health. So she's down to 5. Whew. So not too bad. But I'd like to get rid of those. And oh, I'm just really disappointed to get that bloody condition for Joe. 5 blessed dice. Couldn't get a success. Right. So we've done the reckoning. Spawn a gate. The gate is Sydney. And it is... Ooh. That's another sunburst gate. We've got 3 sunburst gates now. We'll probably have to shut one. So the Sahara Desert one shouldn't be too bad. And Arkham isn't too far away. Perhaps send Monty to Arkham and one of the girls can get rid of the Sahara gate, I think. I think we'll do it that way. While Joe's killing the beast. Sydney. And let's see what monster we get. The monster we get is a Night Gaunt, which has got a reckoning. If there is an investigator on this space, move him and this monster 1 space and he becomes delayed. Otherwise, move this monster 2 spaces towards the nearest investigator. That's on its reckoning. 2 toughness, normal will check. Strength -2 check's a bit grim, but I think we could take him. I think we could take him out. And he's out of the way in Sydney, which helps. So that's not too bad. Right, so that's the gate done. Oh, this is what we like. We like the snowflakes. A loose consortium of international spies and mercenaries have begun to notice the growing threat posed by servants of the Ancient One. They may be of help to you, but you'll never find them without making some sort of bargain. Price of progress. The lead investigator may gain an agreement condition to advance the active mystery by 1. Now, I think in this case, advancing the active mystery by 1 would put 1 more health onto the beast. It doesn't defeat it. So if it was a thing like for Eldritch tokens and clue tokens, we'd put an extra 1 on. I think though in this case, because we're defeating a monster, it's put an extra health on it. And considering we've got 4 on it, thanks to Hank being an absolute star, I think what we'll do is we'll pass on that, because it is a may. I think it is a may. Yeah, may gain an agreement condition. I don't want an agreement condition, especially not now that he's got that bloody madness condition. We can do without it. So, that'll do. Let's get rid of this. And that is another Mythos phase over. But all in all, not too bad. We got a few conditions, which is real pain. But, like I say, we've got 4 health off the beast. We've moved Doom back by 2, and things are looking pretty good. We've just got to get rid of some of these conditions, and we've got to kill that beast next turn. Right. Anyway, usual. That's it for the turn. So anybody who's not interested in the turn review or some possible ideas I've got for next turn, please feel free to switch off now and go and watch something else in the wonderful world of YouTube. Everyone else, I'll see you in a few moments after I've uploaded this, and by the magic of video editing, I'm back within, but seconds. See you in a minute. Hello everyone, welcome back to the turn review. So, what went on that turn? Well, by and large, it was a really excellent turn. We started off in Alexandria with Joe Diamond, and what Joe did was he tested for influence to acquire assets. He got the police assistance. We got rid of the goat spawn from Arkham, which was pretty cool. Then what he did was he rested as well, so he got some sanity back, 2 sanity back, and a stamina. So that was pretty cool. Then during the encounter phase, he encountered Harvey, got Harvey's stuff, and he was also able to retreat Doom by 1, although he found out that Harvey was now running the cult. He'd gone and betrayed us. But never mind, we got the stuff, we retreated Doom. That's pretty good. Monterey Jack, he moved from the pyramids to Alexandria, free move. Then what he did was he traded, so we traded some stuff. It doesn't look like he's traded any stuff, but he did. Traded things like clairvoyance, sealing the old ones, the shining trapezohedron, crystal of the elder things, not Henry Wilcox, the private investigator, and The other way, he sent the enchanted blade and his bullwhip and a few other things, bits and bobs. Then Monterey Jack used his component action, got rid of the Crystal of the Elder things, and we sent Doom back again, so it's back at 6, so that was really, really helpful. In the encounter phase, Monterey Jack encountered Hank. He was able to pass the test, so as well as getting all of his stuff, he was also able to... what was it he did? Oh yes, perhaps the best thing of the turn, Hank got 4 health off a monster. A monster, and I think it's here, in the Eldritch Horror reference guide. I'm sure I've done this right, I hope so anyway, because it's really helpful. Let's have a look. Yeah, if you look under Epic Monsters here, it says, Epic Monsters are treated like monsters for all effects except described here. Cannot defeated by any effects except losing health, but it did lose health. Yeah, it wasn't a discard. So an epic monster cannot be discarded. We didn't move it. We didn't place it in the monster cut because it's still on the board. When it's defeated, it goes back to the game box. Monster refers to a monster and or an epic monster. So it did count. So we got 4 off it, and that is absolutely fantastic. So great work from Monterey Jack, and especially Hank. Then it was Mandy Thompson. Mandy Thompson got all the way across to Alexandria. She did a travel action, then she spent a ship ticket, and then she did a free move. In Alexandria, she had an encounter. She met an old bloke who had some horrible illness. She got a fantastic spell, Plumb the Void. Hopefully, we'll be able to use that next turn. And she decided to stay, got a condition, but she did manage to get her law up to 4. So that is useful. A condition's not too bad. We'll try and perform a rest action. We've got a 4, 5 or 6 to get rid of it. So quite confident we can get rid of that. So good. That was a pretty good risk, I think. So that was okay. Then Min didn't do so well. She did well in getting herself a ship ticket and getting all the way across to Bombay, but she did fail on her research encounter, unfortunately, and she ended up getting diseased, got an illness condition. Both her illness condition and the infection that Mandy got meant they both lost a health each. They don't get rid of them during reckonings. You just keep losing health basically, and you're not able to recover it on a rest action. But if you do a rest action, she's got to get a 5 or 6 to discard it. So hopefully she'll be able to do that next turn. Right, so that was everybody and what they did. What they're going to do next turn. Well, we'll keep Joe's first play for the time being. I may change it, but let's go round that way. It's just easier. Joe is going to get to the bent pyramid. He needs to get 2 health off that beast, kill it, then we solve the mystery. So that's really cool. Now, he can get there with a free move, so he's still got 2 moves. So I think what we'll do first is we will rest. Yeah, so he can get 1 more stamina back at least. He can't recover sanity because of this despair card, but we get to flip the card if we rest. There's probably something horrible on the other side, but you know, we might be able to get rid of it somehow. So we'll try that, I think. So, oh, put that down here. So we will rest. He is blessed, so hopefully if we have got a test or something on the other side, we will be able to pass it. So we'll try that. I don't think, because it's just a madness condition, I don't think we're going to end up being devoured or anything, so I think it's worth it'll probably just be a, you know, we'll lose a couple of health or something, but let's get rid of it. So he can do that. Now he can, after that, he can either do the old journal. In fact, he might do the old journal first, which is an observation test, and we may get something useful off that. like a weapon or something. So let's see if we can get something better than the Colt revolver, or you know, or something else like an artifact or something like that. So let's go for that. And then obviously he's just going to move to the bent pyramid, and he's going to take the beast on. He's got a host of re-rolls, so even if we only end up using the Colt revolver, that's +3. He's got 3 strength himself, that's 6, and we'll have, you know, just loads of re-rolls, and we've still got Azure Flame because we kept it. So Azure Flame will mean that we can double up on 6s. Unfortunately, we can't use Rack or Wither because they're spells and it's immune, but we can use the Colt revolver. Hopefully we will get 2 successes, and that will be the end of the beast, and that will be the second mystery. Monterey Jack, what's he going to do? Well, let's try and get him to Arkham, I think. So he'll stay where he is, which seems rather odd, but we're not going to get him to Arkham by moving himself. What he's going to do is he's going to stay in, well, he's in the pyramids. He might move to Alexandria again. Or, no, he'll have a trade first. I think he'll trade with Mandy. He may pass a few things across to Mandy. Yeah. And then he will move to Alexandria, I think, and perhaps test for influence, or even get a focus or something like that. That's not really important. What's really important is when Mandy comes next, because what Mandy's going to do is she's going to cast Plumb the Void. She'll cast Plumb the Void, and the whole idea is to send Monterey Jack to Arkham. So during the encounter phase, he will do the expedition first. We've still got a bit of time before the red sunburst gate goes off, so let's do the expedition first, and then he will be in Arkham ready to close that gate, and he can use his special ability where he gets a relic unique asset anyway for doing it. So that's what we'll try and do with Mandy. After she's casted Plumb the Void, she will then rest, and we'll try and get rid of this infection. And we'll do that. She can also do a free move from where she's at the pyramids. So, we might send her to Alexandria again. The only reason for that is, let's get her picking up some clues. We'll move her to the Sahara Desert, ready to close that gate there eventually. But obviously she's got an uncharted path she has to go along there, so we'll move her to Alexandria, so she's only 1 space away. Min Tai Fan, well, she's going to help Joe out. So she's got a special passive where you and other investigators on your space each gain +1 to all skills if there is another investigator on your space, or you have 1 or more allies. So let's get her on the same space, the bent pyramid, with Joe, and let's try and kill this thing. It'd give a +1 to all skills. So, you know, he'll get +1 to his strength, so that'll go up to 4. So that's pretty good. So we'll try that. And you know, if we get any other tests or anything that come along, at least she'll be giving +1. And she can always have a pop at the the thing itself. Why not? Mind you, she's only got strength of 2, hasn't she? But she can have a trade, actually. She'll have a spare action, so have a trade, and let's get something else to help us out. And she could take some of the stuff off Joe. He's a bit top heavy anyway, so we'll probably do that. If the beast gets killed by Joe, then she can just have what is it? Is it gain? It's gain artifacts, so why not try and gain an artifact at the bent pyramid? We can always sort of try and get it to Monterey Jack so we can put Doom back. Right, those are my thoughts on it anyway. You guys out there, you may have some better ideas. By all means, you know, give me a shout, put it in the comments. Brilliant. But all in all, a very good turn. Very pleased with it. Right, so that's it for turn 8 of Eldritch Horror and Nephren-Ka. Thanks very much for watching. Thanks very much for all the subscriptions and all the views and all the comments and the tips. Very much appreciated, as always. So until turn 9, this is me, Catweazle, signing off. Toodaloo.